at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems Whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dandvadhitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadhilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamajalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavadhitam Trigunarhitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, welcome all the devotees, disciples, and all our viewers for today's Parashakti Akashic reading series with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasamidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Here we have the security measures from KAILASA's National Security Agency, as well as the important cautions for today's segment. We welcome all Kailayavasis attending from Kailasa monasteries, gurukuls, temples, ashrams, and centers from all over the world. We welcome all the Facebook, Instagram, NTV, Kailasa TV, Hinduism Now TV, Twitter, YouTube viewers, and all those blessed to have the 9th Diksha, the two-way video conferencing, who are joining us for today's sacred spiritual program, the Devi Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Let us now understand about Parashakti, the divine cosmic mother, the ultimate pure feminine consciousness. She is the source Shakti. It is her cosmic womb, the Brahmanda Yoni, from which billions and billions of universe comes out and go in. Source of the Big Bang and the black holes. Parashakti is the divine consort of Paramashiva, who is the primordial god of Hinduism. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism beautifully reveals the first and foremost relationship is mother. The ability to learn, even idea to relate, starts with mother. Mother is an important way to connect what you think as life. In the Vedic tradition, our rishis were aware your ability to connect with the mother should be directed to cosmos. It should inspire, it should awaken your higher consciousness. It should inspire your higher consciousness to express through you. Connecting with life as mother is the most sweetest, most beautiful, and most easiest form to ever connect. Today, out of his extreme compassion and love, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is manifesting Devi Parashakti herself, engracing us, answering all our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present, and future, and delivering the profound spiritual truths, and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. Let us now understand what is Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Samadhi means Sama is oneness and Adhi means source. So Samadhi means one with the source. Bhava means attitude or aspect. Bhava Samadhi means being one with the source through this aspect. Darshan means to have a glimpse of. In the Vedic tradition, it is used to describe the moment we behold a deity, an avatar, a saint, or an enlightened being. As just seeing such a being can cleanse the karmas of lifetimes and create a deep and lasting transformation in the receiver. Darshan is the powerful superconscious vibration that is present around an avatar at all times. He simply radiates darshan just as the sun continuously radiates light. The auspicious moment when you are able to catch it becomes the moment of darshan for you, raising you to the next level of superconscious breakthrough, like hitting the reset button on your being. The signs of the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, let us understand a few powerful cognitions about them. The first one being the divine cosmic beings are real. They manifest from KAILASA, which is the enlightened time-space zone, through deities and through incarnations. The divine cosmic beings manifest through the Archavataras, the deities in the temple, and through the Bhava Samadhi Darshans as the Nijavataras, the incarnations. Bhava Samadhi Darshan is the science of the Nijavatara manifesting Paramashiva, the supreme consciousness. Devi Parashakti expresses through the being of Raja Jeshri and manifests as Nijavatara, the physical form of Devi Meenakshi. The Archavatara reflects the consciousness and manifestation of the superconscious energy, but human beings are not mature enough to receive the higher level experiences of the Archavatara directly. The avatar comes down to bridge the gap and create the experience of the superconscious energy in all of us. Bhava Samadhi awakens your Kundalini Shakti, which is the latent potential energy in every human being.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda, completing with the technical glitch. Bhava Samadhi awakens your Kundalini Shakti, which is the latent potential energy in every human being. During darshan, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, and transform our lives. During the Bhava Samadhi darshan, our neurons mirror that of the incarnation. Mirror neurons activate and process all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing. The Akashic readings are readings from the cosmic archives. They are not predictions. Beyond time, creation and destruction happen simultaneously. In the dimension of time starts the past, present, and future. Because Akashic records are stored in Akasha, the space dimension, there is no past, present, and future. And that is why what you call as happened, happening, and yet to happen are clearly already recorded. Let us now introduce the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, who is the reviver of KAILASA, a macrocosmic, ancient, enlightened Hindu civilizational nation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva as per Hinduism, recognized by his predecessors who are enlightened masters and adepts. the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, has made the science of power manifestation, yoga, and temple-based universities a lifestyle for humanity. Before the year 1981, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was identified as the 1008th incarnation of Paramashiva by spiritual adepts and enlightened masters of Hinduism. In the year 1981, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was initiated into Bal Sannyas and Chaturmasya at the age of 3. In the year 1988, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the future Guru Mahasannidhanam of Tonde Mandaladinam, which is the oldest monastic university. In the year 1994, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism became the successor of Arunachala Sarvanyapeetham by Guru Parampara. In the year 1999, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded the mission, the Nithyananda Sangha, to revive KAILASA internationally. In the year 1999, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was also coronated as the successor of Kashi Sarvanyapeetham. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism being declared as the successor of Arunachala Sarvanyapeetham by Guru Parampara at the age of 16. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founding the mission, the Nithyananda Sangha, to revive KAILASA internationally at the age of 21. Here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the successor of Kashi Sarvanyapeetham also at the age of 21. In the year 2002, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founded Adi KAILASA Sarvanyapeetham. In the year 2004, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the successor of Bhakyanagara Shri Pura Sarvanyapeetham. It is in the same year the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was also coronated as the incumbent emperor of Suryavamshi Surangi Samraja of the Suryavamsha lineage. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism founding the Adi KAILASA Sarvanyapeetham. And here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is declared as the successor of Bhakyanagara Shri Pura Sarvanyapeetham. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism being coronated as the incumbent emperor of Suryavamshi Surangi Samraja of the Suryavamsha lineage. In the year 2007, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Adi Pallava Sarvanyapeetham. In the same year, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was also declared as the Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada. In the year 2012, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhanam of Shyamlapita Sarvanyapeetham, which is the oldest Hindu papal state and the monastic kingdom. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism reviving the Adi Pallava Sarvanyapeetham. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as the present 293rd Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam of KAILASA Shyamlapita Sarvanyapeetham. In the year 2013, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was officially coronated as the Mahamandaleshwar, which is the supreme spiritual head of Mahanirvani Akhada, the largest apex monastic order, as the youngest Mahamandaleshwar. In the year 2013, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was declared as the Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of the Atal Akhada by Acharya Mahamandaleshwar Sukhdevanandaji Maharaj, the then incumbent spiritual head. In the year 2014, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Tanjavur Adinam. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism being officially coronated as the Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada, which is the largest apex monastic order, as the youngest Mahamandaleshwar. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism being coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Tanjavur Adinam. In the year 2014, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was also coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Thiruvarur Adinam, Vedaranyam Adinam and Panchanadikulam Adinam. Here you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism being coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Thiruvarur Adinam, Vedaranyam Adinam. And in the year 2015, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Dharma Mukti Swargapramadinam. In the same year, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was also coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Adipita Kolamath. And in the year 2015, Swamiji was elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1000 spiritual leaders. Here you can see the Guru Parampara and the coronation of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Dharma Mukti Swarga Paramadhinam. Here the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is coronated as the Guru Mahasannidhanam of Adipita Koladamar. And here Swamiji is being elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of over 1000 Hindu pontiffs. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism for the past 28 years has done relentless humanitarian services and initiatives including free vegetarian food, medical services, natural disaster relief, women empowerment initiatives, conflict resolution and peace initiatives, sustainable Hindu practices through various international agencies and bodies. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has authored 300 books and 10,000 articles in 3 languages, English, Tamil and Sanskrit, translated into 50 languages with over 1,000 titles. Over 20 million copies of the books and articles have been sold, read and downloaded. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has established the largest Hindu library with over 1 million books, 1 million palm leaf scriptures, and over 20 million digital books. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is revered as the most prolific and most viewed guru in the digital world, read and watched by 1 billion followers in Hinduism. Over 10,000 hours of discourses and over 1 billion views on social media. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is respected as the commentator of all sacred scriptures such as the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, Shiva Sutras, Yoga Sutras, Ashtavakra Gita, Jain Sutras and so on. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been honored as a leader of Hinduism, the most awarded, internationally recognized Hindu leader. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has also been acclaimed as one of the top 100 spiritually influential living personalities by Watkins' Mind, Body, Spirit magazine. Here you can see the Sovereign Order of KAILASA, led by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and the Nithyananda Order of monks, nuns, and Hindu diaspora are working for global peace and to give superconscious breakthrough to humanity. Establisher of the largest Hindu university in the world with satellite campuses in 150 countries. Establisher of more than 1000 KAILASA Enlightenment ecosystems and the founder and reviver of over 100 Sarvamapitams. We are now going to be looking into how the divine feminine consciousness is unique to Hinduism. The unique contribution to the spiritual consciousness from the Vedic tradition is the sacred feminine worship. Even if everything from what the Vedic tradition gave is lost, then just if the sacred feminine tradition is there, the whole thing can be revived because that is the seed. Hinduism has at least 10,000 sampradayas or subsects. If all sampradayas are lost for some reason and only this one sampradaya, the Devi worship remains, the whole thing can be brought back because the whole thing is centered on this one, Mother worship. Mother worship carries the blueprint, the hologram of the whole Vedic tradition. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism beautifully states that sacred feminine worship is a hologram of the Vedic tradition. There is no enlightened being on the planet Earth without worshipping the sacred feminine, including me. I am basically a Shakta. I myself follow Devi worship. From the beginning, if you see my biography and all the deities I carved, the darshan I had, they are all mother-based, Devi-based. These are the direct words of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on the 17th of September 2010. Here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expands on how Hinduism is the most feminist religion.
In Hinduism, not just religion, even the Hindu economy, Hindu social system, everything is feminist. The women-centered, everything is feminist. When time comes, I'll try to reveal more details about it. How the women the foundation of Hindu civilization. They formed the basis of Hindu civilization. Someone asked Ramakrishna when he was in deathbed. Literally, everyone knows that he is going to leave the body soon. I should not use the word deathbed for the great incarnations like him. They never die, but the time to leave their body. Everyone knows that he is going to leave the body. Close, sincere devotees of him, they come and ask him, Bhagavan, how can you leave the body so soon? Still, you have not trained enough people to continue your mission. Only few boys are trained and they are too young. He smiles and says, one woman is enough to carry my mission. She is already trained. Sharada Devi. She is trained enough. She will be the foundation from which this Ramakrishna Sampradaya, this whole civilization, revival will start. And that's true. It is she, Parashakti, Jagat Janani, Sharada Devi. She formed the foundation for this whole Ramakrishna Sampradaya to flower. I tell you, in Hindu civilization, spirituality, religion, Hindu economy, everything is centered on mother, on women.
Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, a great avatar who lived from 1836 to 1886, says very beautifully, Shiva is Brahman, but Devi has the key to reach Brahman. Unless she opens, nobody can reach. Even though the husband is the owner, the key to the house will be on the hip of the mother. Either you have to fall at the feet of the mother, or the small sons of the mother. Only they can touch that place, the hip of the mother, and remove the key. Nobody else can. So either surrender to the mother, or people who are closer to the mother who can reach. In the second verse of the Devi Upanishad, Devi replies, I am essentially Brahman. From me, the world comprising of Prakriti and Purusha, the void and the plenum. I am bliss and non-bliss. Knowledge and ignorance are myself. Brahman and non-Brahman are to be known, says the scriptures of the Atharvans. I and the five elements are also what is different from them. I am the entire world. I am the Veda as well as what is different from it. I am the unborn, I am the born. Below and above and around am I. Devi is the pure, ultimate, pure feminine consciousness. Parashakti is the cosmic mother. It is her cosmic womb from which billions and billions of universes comes out and go in. So is where the Big Bang and black holes go on. Parashakti is the source Shakti, source energy, source power, from which all of us came, in which all of us are even now, in which all of us are going to merge. Out of her extreme love and compassion, Parashakti herself is manifesting through the embodied form as Nijavatara of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, gracing us, answering all our questions, attending to our prayers, giving boons, healing us, revealing our past, present and future, delivering profound spiritual truth and ultimately giving us the experience of Paramashivoham itself. Here, Devi Parashakti in her own words describes her happening as well as the reason for the Parashakti Akashic readings.
Om, Om, Om. Om, Om, Om. ஓம் எனும் ஓங்காரத்து உட்பொருளாய் மலர்ந்து உயிர்த்தெழுந்து இறையனார் இடப்பாகத்திருந்து குமரிக்கண்டம் ஆளும் மீனாட்சி மலர்ந்தேன் இங்கு நல்லருள் செய்திடவும் நல்வாக்கு தந்திடவும் ஆனந்தம் ஞானத்தொடு பூரண அன்பு ஏகம் அநேகமாய் ஆகிய இப்புவுலகிற்கு பரமசிவன் ஞானம் தர வந்தேன் பராசக்தி மீனாட்சி. அருளாட்சி அரசாட்சி பொருளாட்சியொடு நன்மாட்சிமையொடு ஆட்சி செய்யும் பராசக்தி மீனாட்சி நான். கருணையே வடிவாய் கண்மலர்ந்து நன்மை செய்திட வந்திட்டேன். மாந்தர்கள் கேளுங்கள் இந்த பெருநன்மை சத்தியத்தை. கேட்டு நீங்கள் வாழ்ந்திட கேடும் பெருந்துக்கமும் உங்களுக்கில்லை. கேட்டிடுங்கள். இவ்வினாடி என்னை கண்டுகொண்டும் கேட்டுக்கொண்டும் இருக்கும் உங்கள் எல்லோர்க்கும் நான் அளிக்கும் தீட்சை. நானே நினைப்பும் மறப்பும் கடந்த உயிர்ப்பாய் உங்கள் எல்லோருக்குள்ளும் இருக்கின்றேன். பரமசிவோஹம் 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 பரமசிவோஹம். இதை தீட்சையாய் ஏற்று இதே உணர்வோடு அமர்ந்திருங்கள். உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் எல்லா நன்மையும் வரமும் ஞானமும் அருளும் அளிக்கின்றேன். ஓங்காரத்தின் உட்பொருளாய் வேதமொடு ஆகமம் மெய்யாய் வெளிப்பட்டு உபவேதங்கள் உபாகமங்கள் அனைத்துமாய் உயர்ந்து நின்று தத்துவங்கள் ஆராய் உண்மையை செப்பி ஜகம் முழுவதும் ஞானம் அளிக்கும் பாரதி பராசக்தி மீனாட்சி நான். ஆய கலைகள் 64 உடலும் மனமும் உயர்வை அடைந்திடும் பரமசிவ சக்திகளை உங்களுக்குள் மலர்த்தவே வந்திருக்கின்றேன். அஷ்ட சித்திகளும் அஷ்ட கன்மமும் ஆதி சக்தி பரமேஸ்வரியாய் மலர்ந்து உங்கள் அத்துணை பேருக்கும் ஆனந்தம் அளிக்கின்றேன். அஞ்சாதீர், ஆனந்தத்தோடிருப்பீர். ஓம் 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 ஹ்ரீம் 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 ஓம் ஹ்ரீம்.
In the words of Devi Parashakti, raising as Omkara, expressing as Vedas and Agamas, blossomed as Hrimkara, filled as Parashodasi, living in 40 triangles, the Kailasa Swamini, who is in Kailasa Shripura Chintamani, Parashodasi, sitting as part of Paramashiva, Parameshwari, who rules the world, Paramasakti, Manonmani Meenakshi, as Nithyananda, I took Nijavatara here. To give good boon to everyone, to bestow all goodness, Hiranya Garbha Swarupini, Brahmanda Yoni, Shami, Chandramoli, Rapala, Aparna, Uma, Parvati, Savitri, Navayovana, Samrajya Lakshmi, Parameshwari, Parashodasi, Meenakshi, taking the form of Nithyananda, I came here as Nijavatara. With great compassion, I am blessing. Listen, people, to do good to all of you, I took the form of Nithyananda and came down as Nijavatara. How do we receive Devi Parashakti? Literally, we are seeing Paramashiva and Parashakti at that moment. And so, she should be received very traditionally. Keep 2 betel leaf, 1 banana, 1 betel nut and 1 coin in front of the screen. Watch Devi. Coin is considered to be the traditional Dakshina value in Hindu tradition. It can be the lowest value. In India, it can be even 1 paisa. In US, it can even be 1 cent. I am not trying to monetize. Keep even 1 cent, it is okay. So for 100 days, if you have darshan, it will add up to $1. In India, even 1 paisa is okay. Offer that to Devi. After darshan is over, do namaskar and eat the banana, betel leaf and betel nut. Take it as prasadam immediately. Collect those coins and send it to the LA temple. This betel leaf, betel nut may look too small, but in few days, you will see how much it adds to your sentiment that really she is there. You will not take Devi darshan for granted. Rituals will break your monotonous unconscious mentality and lifestyle and remind you and raise you to the powerful cognition. It will break your unconscious behavior. Here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expands on how best to prepare to receive the grace and blessings of Devi Parashakti.
I wanted to give you one sacred secret to all of you. Do this Panchabhuta Yoga. See, whenever you want to ask any question to Devi and receive the answer, on that day, do this Panchabhuta Yoga. Means, apply only mud on the body and take bath. Don't apply any chemical on the body to take bath. Just that Puttuman means that anthill mud. Only that apply on the body and take bath. Don't apply anything else. That is mud. Earth part, earth component. Second, water. Drink only water that day. Don't eat, drink, don't do anything other than drinking water. When you come for the Parashakti's Akashic reading, at least for a few hours prepare yourself. Maybe 10 hours ahead. Just drink only water and keep yourself active. Third, the fire in your stomach should be allowed to burn without any food dumped on it. Just the pure fire. You can chant Omkara to intensify it, or Mahavagya, Ajapa Japa, but pure fire. No food, nothing. That pure fire should be encouraged. And just be in the free air, open space, breathing the whole sky. At least few hours before. And intensely unclutch to get the power of the space, Akasha. See, listen. Akasha is an intense energy Just like the other bhutas, like earth, water, fire, air, the Akasha also is a pure consciousness. It is intelligence, living energy. Once you start unclutching, you manifest Akasha's energy in you, consciousness in you. So do this Panchabhuta Yoga. Your questions will be surely answered immediately by Parashakti. If you just do this Panchabhuta Yoga and come for the Devi Akashic reading, she will simply answer your questions. I'll repeat. Apply the ant hill mud and take bath, or even clay. Don't use any other chemical. Take bath just with a mud. Second, drink only water. No other food or juice at least for 10 hours ahead. If possible, that whole day. Third, intensify the Agni in your stomach without dumping any food on it. Just through the Omkara, Ajapa, ignite it, intensify it. Fourth, walk around and breathe in an open space at least for a few hours before. Fifth, try to unclutch as intensely as possible to receive the Akasha energy, Chitambara, that energy of cosmic space. With this Panchabhuta Yoga, come to Parashakti's Akashic reading. Surely she will answer your questions.
We are now going to be seeing the various revelations made by Devi Parashakti to the humanity about the current state of humanity as well as the impact Pralaya is having on us.
ஓங்காரத்துயர்ந்து பாங்காய் வேதமுடு ஆகமமாய் வெளிப்பட்டு ரீங்காரமாய் மலர்ந்து பரஷோடசியாய் நிறைந்து 40 முக்கோணம் வாழும் கையிலை ஸ்ரீபுரச் சிந்தாமணி கிருகத்தில் இருக்கும் கைலாச சுவாமினி பரஷோடசி பரமசிவன் பாகம் அமர்ந்து பாராளும் பரமேஸ்வரி பரமசக்தி மனோன்மணி மீனாட்சி நித்யானந்தனாய் நிஜாவதாரம் கொண்டேன் இங்கு எல்லோர்க்கும் நல்வரம் தந்திட எல்லா நன்மையும் அருளிட. ஹிரண்ய கர்ப்பஸ்வரூபிணி பிரம்மாண்டயோனி சாம்பவி சந்திரமௌலி ரபலா அபர்ணா உமா பார்வதி சாவித்ரி நவயௌவனா சாம்ராஜ்யலக்ஷ்மி பரமேஸ்வரி பரஷோடசி மீனாட்சி நித்யானந்தனாய் உருக்கொண்டு இங்கு நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்தேன். அருட்பெருங்கருணையினால் அருளுகின்றேன் கேளுங்கள். மக்களே, உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் நன்மை செய்யவே நாம் இங்கு நித்யானந்தன் வடிவு கொண்டு நிஜாவதாரமாய் இறங்கி வந்தோம். இந்திய நாட்டு மக்களே, கேட்டுக்கொள்ளுங்கள், நன்றாய் கேளுங்கள். காலம் காலமாய் அவதார புருஷர்கள் வந்து மலர்ந்து உலகிற்கு நன்மை செய்யும் மிக பெரும் ஞான பூமி பாரதம். இருக்கின்ற ஒரு பாரதத்தை இழக்க இயலாது மக்களே. ஞான கர்ப்பத்தை மலடாக்க இயலாது. வாழையடி வாழையென ஞானிகளும் அவதார புருஷர்களும் வந்தே தீர வேண்டும், வாழ்ந்தே தீர வேண்டும், மலர்ந்தே தீர வேண்டும். உலகிற்கு அதுவே உத்தம நன்மை. ஒரு சில கயவர்கள் மாயையில் சிக்கி செய்திட்ட சதிகளால் உலகை பலி கொடுக்க ஆகாது. சிருஷ்டி நஷ்டமடையக் கூடாது. பிரபஞ்சம் அழிந்துவிடக் கூடாது. பிரளயத்து இருந்து இந்த பிரபஞ்சத்தை காக்கவே பெரும் கப்பல் நானொன்று செய்தேன். அதன் பெயரே ஆதி கைலாசம். ஆதி கைலாசம் இந்த பிரபஞ்சத்தில் இருக்கும் ஞான சக்திகளை ஒன்றாய் திரட்டி பிரளயத்திலிருந்து மக்களை காத்திடவே நாம் செய்த கப்பல். துரோகிகள் சூழ்ச்சியாலும் விரோதிகள் ஆட்சியாலும் வழியின்றி கப்பலை விட்டு மாலுமியே ஒதுங்க வேண்டிய காலம் வந்ததையா. அதனால்தான் ககனம் கொந்தளித்து பேரழிவை நோக்கி சென்று கொண்டிருக்கின்றது. மக்களே, அறியாத தனத்தினால் மாயையில் சிக்கி குழந்தைகள் தவறு செய்தாலும் பிரபஞ்சம் அழியாது காக்க வேண்டியது பராசக்தி. பரமசக்தி பரஷோடசி மனோன்மணியின் பொறுப்பென்பதால் சத்தியங்கள் சிலவற்றை சொல்லுகின்றேன், நன்றாய் கேட்டுக்கொள்ளுங்கள். அடுத்த சில மாதங்களில் 1000 அல்ல, லட்சம் அல்ல, கோடியில் உயிர்கள் பலியாகும். இந்திய நாட்டினில் கோடியில் உயிர்கள் பலியாகும். உண்மையை சொல்லுகின்றேன், நன்மையை சொல்லுகின்றேன். தேடிக்கொள்ளுங்கள் உங்கள் வாழ்க்கைக்கு பாதுகாப்பை. ஆதி கைலாசத்தை நிர்வகிக்கும் அன்பர்களே, நன்றாய் கேளுங்கள். 12 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பாக வரப்போகும் இந்த மாபெரும் பிரளயத்தை தெரிந்து கொண்டு உலகில் இருக்கும் எல்லா ஔஷத சக்திகளையும் ஒன்றாய் திரட்டி நவபாஷாணத்து நிறுத்தி ஆனந்த லிங்கமாய் வைத்திய சரோவரத்தில் ஸ்தாபித்து வைத்தேன். வருகின்ற குரு பூர்ணிமையோடு 12 ஆண்டுகள் அந்த ஞான ரசவாதம் பழுத்து முதிர்ந்து முழுமையான நவபாஷாண லிங்கமாய் மலர்ந்து விடுகின்றது. வருகின்ற குரு பௌர்ணமியில் இருந்து வருகின்ற எல்லோரும் அங்கு வந்து நவபாஷாண தீர்த்தத்தில் தீர்த்தமாடிச் செல்ல அனுமதியுங்கள். அதற்கு வகை செய்யும் விதத்திலே நல்ல முறையிலே எல்லா நன்மையும் செய்து வையுங்கள். இந்த தீர்த்தத்தில் தீர்த்தமாடியோர்க்கும் அந்த தீர்த்தத்தை அருந்தியோர்க்கும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்று வராது, மரணம் இல்லை, துக்கம் இல்லை. இது அறிவியல் பூர்வமாய் அனுபவபூர்வமாய் நிரூபிக்கப்படும். அதனால் கோடிக்கணக்கில் மக்கள் வரிசையில் நின்று தினந்தோறும் வந்து நவபாஷாணத்தாலான ஆனந்த லிங்கத்தில் நித்யானந்த லிங்கத்தில் நீராடி வணங்கி நன்மை பெற்றுச் செல்வார்கள். நன்றாய் கேளுங்கள் மக்களே. ஆதி கைலாசத்து நிர்வாகிகளே, இந்த ஒரு சேவையை உலகத்திற்கு செய்யுங்கள். நீங்கள் செய்த எல்லா கர்மங்களுக்கும் பிராயஷ்சித்தமாகும். நல் அமைதியும் ஞானமும் யோகமும் உங்களுக்கும் கிட்டும், உலகத்திற்கும் கிட்டும். 12 ஆண்டுகள் முன்பாக பராசக்தி நான் செய்து வைத்த நவபாஷாணம் சித்தித்து புளித்து பழுத்து முதிர்ந்து ரசவாத யோகத்தில் சித்தியாகி இன்று நிறைந்த நவபாஷாண நித்யானந்த லிங்கமாய் வைத்திய சரோவரத்தில் மலர்ந்திருக்கின்றது. இதை செய்த காரணம் வரப்போகும் பிரபஞ்சத்தின் பிரளயத்திலிருந்து மக்களை காத்திடவே. எல்லோரும் கேளுங்கள். ஆதி கைலாசத்து நேரடியாய் மறைமுகமாய் உதவி செய்து உடன் இருந்த எல்லோரும் கேளுங்கள். உங்கள் எல்லோரையும் நம்பியே இந்த படகை நாம் உருவாக்கினோம். இந்த பெரும் சேவையில் எல்லோரும் வந்து பாகமாயிருந்து கொரோனா வராதவர், வந்தவர், வந்து நீங்கியோர் இவர்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் மாபெரும் மருந்து நவபாஷாண நித்யானந்த லிங்கத்து தீர்த்த விருந்து. எல்லோரும் வந்து நல் நீராடி தற்காப்பும் பெற்று நோய் கண்டவர் நோயும் தீர்ந்து நன்மையெல்லாம் அடைந்திட இந்திய நாட்டு மக்களே, உங்களால் இயன்றதை செய்திடுங்கள். உங்கள் எல்லோர்க்கும் நல் பாதுகாப்பும் உண்டு, நல்லதும் உண்டு. என்னை இழந்தாலும் என்னை நீங்கள் மறுத்தாலும் உங்களை நான் காப்பேன். அஞ்சாதீர்கள். பெருங்கருணை பேரருளால் நான் செய்து வைத்த கப்பலை உபயோகித்து இந்த ஆழிப் பிரளயத்தின் பெருங்கூத்து ஊழிக்கூத்திலிருந்து உங்களை காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். உண்மையை சொல்லிவிட்டேன், நன்மையை சொல்லிவிட்டேன். பிராயஷ்சித்தம் வேண்டுமென்றும் காப்பாற்ற வேண்டுமென்றும் கதறிய பக்தர்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் பெருங்கருணையினால் தீர்வை தந்து விட்டேன். அன்பர்களே, பக்தர்களே, சீடர்களே, என் சொல் கேட்கும் நேர்மையான தொண்டர்களே, புயல் என புறப்படுங்கள். ஆதி கைலாசத்திற்கு தேவையானதெல்லாம் உடனடியாய்ச் செய்து வரப்போகும் மக்களுக்கெல்லாம் அன்னதானம் செய்து அவர்கள் நல்லபடி வைத்திய சரோவரத்தில் தீர்த்தமாடி நவபாஷாண மருந்தையே விருந்தாய்க்கொண்டு நோயிலிருந்து தற்காப்பும் பெற்று உயிர்காப்பும் பெற்று நல்லபடியாய் வாழ்ந்திட தேவையான சேவைகளை செய்யுங்கள். இதுதான் உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் பிராயஷ்சித்தம். நித்யானந்தன் வடிவு தாங்கி நிஜாவதாரமாய் நான் இந்திய நாட்டில் வந்தபொழுது என்னை வைத்து வாழாத பெருங்குற்றத்திற்கு பிராயஷ்சித்தம் இதுவே உங்களுக்கு. இதை யாவது செய்து, இது ஒன்றையாவது செய்து உங்களையும் காத்துக்கொள்ளுங்கள், நாட்டையும் காத்திடுங்கள். கோடிகளில் உயிர்கள் போகப் போகின்றது என்பதை நேரில் காண்பீர்கள். கண்ட பிறகுதான் நான் சொல்லும் வார்த்தையின் சத்தியமும் உண்மையும் உங்களுக்கு புரியப் போகின்றது. அழிவதற்கு முன்வந்து நவபாஷாண மருந்தை விருந்தாய்ப் பெற்று மரணத்திலிருந்து உங்களை காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். மக்களே, இது ஒன்றே வழி. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம். பெருங்கருணை பேரருளால் அன்னை பராசக்தி அருளினேன் சத்தியத்தை. இந்த ஒரு சத்தியத்தை உடனடியாய் புரிந்து கொண்டு உங்களுக்கும் உலகத்துக்கும் நன்மை செய்து கொள்ளுங்கள். ஆதி கைலாசத்து நித்யானந்த லிங்கத்தின் எல்லைக்குள் ஆருக்கும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்று தீண்டாது. இந்த சத்தியத்தை அனுபவபூர்வமாகவும் அறிவியற்பூர்வமாகவும் முழுமையாக நீங்கள் புரிந்து கொள்வீர்கள். இது நிரூபணமாகும். அன்னை பராசக்தி 12 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பாக உள்ள ஞான ஔஷத சக்திகள் அனைத்தையும் பிரம்மாண்ட யோனி ஹிரண்ய கர்ப்பத்திலிருந்து கொண்டு வந்து உருவாக்கி வைத்த நவபாஷாண லிங்கம் இன்று பிரளயத்திலிருந்து காக்கும் பெரும் கப்பலாய் உங்களுக்கு ஊதாவும். என இழந்தாலும் நான் செய்து வைத்த இந்த ரசவாத ஞானத்தின் துணை இழக்காமல் உங்களை நீங்களே காத்துக்கொள்ளுங்கள். இது ஒன்றே வழி. மக்களே, இது ஒன்றே வழி. ஓம் 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 ஓம். I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but Your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Stand. Be a conscious woman or man. Be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. Your consciousness has power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution.
Giving the translation of the revelations by Devi Parashakti, world cannot be sacrificed for the sake of conspiracies done by some ignorant thieves who got stuck in Maya. Srishti should not have loss, cosmos should not have destruction. To save the cosmos from Pralaya, I made a huge ship. Its name is Adi KAILASA. The KAILASA is the ship that will gather all the enlightened powers of this cosmos and save the people from the pralaya. Through the tricks of traitors, rule of the enemies, without any other way out, time came for the sailor itself to leave. That is why the sky is boiling and moving towards huge destruction. People, even if children do mistakes in ignorance, by getting stuck in Maya, as it is Parashakti, Paramashakti, Parashodasi, Manonmani, my responsibility to save the cosmos from destruction. I am telling some of the truths. Listen properly. Within next few months, not in thousands or lakhs, lives will be lost in crores. Crores of lives will be lost in India. I am telling you the truth. I am telling you the good. Search for protection for your life. We are now going to be seeing the current state of the world as revealed by Devi Parashakti. Severe cases of COVID causing cognitive impairment equivalent to aging 20 years, a new study finds. Patients who overcome severe COVID infections suffer the same cognitive impairment that people generally go through between the ages of 50 and 70, a new study has found. This is the equivalent of losing 10 IQ points, say the team of scientists from the University of Cambridge and Imperial College London. Their findings suggest that the effects of the coronavirus infection are still detectable more than 6 months after the illness, that cognitive recovery is gradual at best, and that it may even impact people who only had mild cases. There is a growing body of evidence that COVID-19 causes lasting cognitive and mental health problems, with recovered patients still experiencing symptoms months after infection. The symptoms they report include fatigue, brain fog, problems recalling words, sleep disturbances, anxiety, and even post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, says the scientists. By comparing the patients to 66,008 members of the general public, the researchers estimate that the magnitude of cognitive loss is similar on average to that sustained with 20 years aging. Between 50 and 70 years of age, this is the equivalent to losing 10 IQ points, they said. A World Health Organization report claims that India had 47 lakh COVID deaths, 10 times more than the estimate. Government objects to this. A World Health Organization report has estimated that there are 47 lakh COVID-19 deaths in India from January 2020 till December 2021, and which is nearly 10 times the official figures. India rejected the estimates by calling data collection methodology questionable and said, despite India's objection to the process, methodology and outcomes of this modeling exercise, the World Health Organization released the excess mortality estimates. The Omicron variant of the SARS virus is intrinsically as severe as previous variants, according to a preprint version of a large US study that counters assumptions in other studies that it was more transmissible but less severe. The findings which estimated Omicron severity after accounting for the impact of vaccines should reinforce the importance of inoculations and booster shots, experts say. Vaccines help keep hospitalizations and deaths relatively low during the Omicron surge compared with previous variants. The new study, based on records of 130,000 COVID patients in Massachusetts, is unique and pretty strong, said Dr. Arjun Venkatesh of Yale School of Medicine and the Yale Center of Outcome Research and Evaluation, who is not involved in the research. 2 new strains of COVID-19 have arrived in the US. These variants evade antibodies from vaccinations and prior infections, which could create the possibility of a new wave. The Africa Health Research Institute in South Africa conducted a study that found that BA4 and BA5 variants can evade antibodies. The low absolute neutralization levels for BA4 and BA5, particularly in the unvaccinated group, are unlikely to protect well against symptomatic infection, the study noted. This may indicate that based on neutralization escape, BA4 and BA5 have the potential to result in a new infection wave. A new subvariant of Omicron has been found in the UK as the country battles a renewed surge of the coronavirus. The Office for National Statistics said that 4.9 million people in the UK were infected with COVID-19 as of last weekend, a record high during the pandemic. The comment comes at a time when South Africa may be entering a fifth COVID wave earlier than expected, owing to the rise in infections that seems to be driven by the BA4 and BA5 Omicron subvariants. The World Health Organization last month added the sublineages to its monitoring list. With more than 10,000 official deaths from COVID-19 and 3 times that if excess death data is taken into account, South Africa is the worst hit country in Africa. Meanwhile, 30,000 of the entire South African population has been vaccinated against the coronavirus. The World Health Organization has said that the South African scientists who identified Omicron variant of COVID-19 late last year have now reported 2 more Omicron subvariants, BA4 and BA5. This is another sign that the COVID-19 pandemic is not done with us, and there are some clear takeaways. This is from the World Health Organization chief, Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, said on Wednesday. Cases in South Africa have only begun to rise since the past 10 days or so, according to the country's Department of Health. In that period, the number of new daily cases went from bouncing between 800 to 1,800 the week ending April 17 and over 6,500. Whether the US sees its own BA4, BA5 jump remains to be seen, but it is already seeing surge related to BA2 from a 26,675 7-day average of new cases on April 1st to 60,809 as of April 29th. Hospitalizations and deaths related to COVID have also begun to rise. More than 18 million people, 3 times higher than the official number suggests, have probably died because of COVID, US's Washington University researchers say. The researchers gathered data through searches of various government websites, the World Mortality Database, the Human Mortality Database, and the European Statistical Office. Rates of excess deaths are estimated to have varied dramatically by country and region, but the overall global rate calculated in the study is 120 deaths per every 100,000 people. That would mean about 18.2 million deaths have happened because of COVID in the 2 years between the start of 2020 and the end of 2021, 3 times as many as the official 5.9 million that have actually been recorded. People infected with COVID-19 are at an increased risk of developing heart conditions up to a year later. The Pan American Health Organization warned that millions of children have fallen behind on routine immunizations during the pandemic, causing outbreaks of diseases such as measles and diphtheria in Latin America and in the Caribbean. Many doctors believe it's possible to have long-term effects of the Omicron variants of the virus. A lot of people who catch the coronavirus remain ill for an extended period. An estimated 10 to 40% later suffer from long COVID. After a COVID infection, there is an increased risk of developing a serious blood clot for the next 6 months, a study from Sweden suggests. The research found people with severe COVID and those infected during the first wave had the highest clot risk. About 17 in every 10,000 COVID patients had a blood clot in the lung, compared with fewer than 1 in every 10,000 who do not have COVID. The University of Iowa at Iowa City, researchers led the study of 24,915 patients with in-hospital cardiac arrest, IHCA, from 286 US hospitals, of whom 5,916 had COVID-19 from March to December 2020. Adult COVID-19 patients who had an IHCA were 35% less likely to receive potentially life-saving defibrillation without delay and to survive the hospital release. Catching COVID may cause changes to the brain, a study suggests. Scientists found significant differences in MRI scans before and after infection. Even after a mild infection, The overall size of the brain had shrunk slightly, with less gray matters in the parts related to smell and memory. The researchers do not know whether the changes are permanent, but stress that the brain could be healed. The study is published in the journal Nature. Lead author Professor Gwenaëlle Douard from the Wellcome Center for Integrative Neuroimaging at the University of Oxford says that we were looking at essentially mild infection. So to see that we could really see some differences in their brain, in how much their brain had changed compared with those who had not been infected, was quite a surprise. The UK Biobank project has followed the health of 500,000 people for about 15 years and has a database of scans recorded before the pandemic, so provided a unique opportunity to study the long-term health impacts of the virus. The scientists rescanned 401 participants over the time frame of 4.5 months on average after the infection, of whom 96% of whom had had mild COVID. 384 participants who had not had COVID. They found that the overall brain size in infected participants had shrunk between 0.2 and 2%. There were losses in gray matter in the olfactory areas linked to smell and regions linked to memory. Those who had recently recovered from COVID found it a bit harder to perform complex mental tasks. But the researchers do not know whether the changes are reversible or truly matter for health and well-being. A new study says 1 in 10 Australian healthcare workers has had thoughts of suicide or self-harm during the pandemic. Healthcare workers in Somalia suffer from high rates of anxiety, depression, and stress because of their work with COVID-19 cases. Initial findings recorded a high prevalence of anxiety in the workforce at 69.3%, 66.5%, 46.5% for depression, and 15.2% for stress. According to the youth researcher, if digital platforms are the only medium for making contact over a period of 2 years, this can lead to restrictions in personal development over such a long period of time. Not being able to smell the other person, not being able to touch them, not being able to notice their aura or how they move. This impoverishment of impulses, then, the case of real contact and physical presence, means that the young people do not even know how to behave, how to comfort themselves, and how to look others in the eye. Many around the world are pinning their hopes on the vaccine, but even that isn't a quick fix. Polls show that some people may not be willing to be vaccinated at all. Even if someone is vaccinated, scientists don't yet know whether it's possible that they could get the virus and spread it, even if they don't get sick themselves. UK's recently announcement that it has identified a new strain of the coronavirus that appears to be 70% more infectious than the old strain. The virus is getting strong and more virulent. The head of the World Health Organization said that it would be dangerous to assume that the highly transmissible Omicron was the last variant to emerge and that the world was in the endgame of the pandemic. Since Omicron was first identified a little over 10 weeks ago, more than 80 million cases had been reported to the UN agency, more than were reported in the whole of 2020. World Health Organization epidemiologist and technical lead on COVID-19, Dr. Maria, stressed that the pandemic is far from over and future variants will be in some way more virulent than Omicron is now. They warned that the next variant could more easily evade immunity, rendering vaccines less effective. They cautioned that there is no guarantee the coronavirus will get weaker as it evolves and that although the world might hope that's the case, it cannot be banked upon. Data from the New York Health State Center Department shows that the BA2 is quickly moving to dominate its viral kin. BA2 is doubling in proportion statewide every 2 weeks and represents about 1 in 10 sequence patterns. Recently, 2 junior doctors tested positive for COVID-19 only 7 to 10 days after they recovered from the same infection. 14 days ago, the 2 doctors were symptomatic and tested positive for COVID. Subsequently, they tested negative, but after 7 to 10 days of recovery, they began showing the same symptoms again. This included fever, headache, body ache, and sore throat. There may be a chance of people getting reinfected again. Scientists are exploring whether Omicron is a different pandemic altogether. Virologist and former chief of the Indian Council of Medical Research, Dr. T. Jacob John, said it is very likely that the 2 pandemics are going on side by side, one by Delta and the other by Omicron. Providing some fresh insight into the origin of Omicron, the virologist told news agency PTI that Omicron is not fathered or mothered by Wuhan D614G, and that much is for sure. According to Dr. Jacob, Omicron's immediate parentage is not known, but it has some distinct connection with Wuhan D614G, which began the pandemic. Having now listened and gone through all the problems, all the suffering humanity is going through right now because of the COVID-19 pandemic and the after effects and side effects of it, Devi Parashakti now reveals 8 ways to protect ourselves from the sufferings of Pralaya.
மீனாட்சி இங்கு எழுந்து அருளினோம் எல்லோர்க்கும் ஞானமும் தன்மையும் தந்திட நன்மையெல்லாம் அளித்திட நாமே வந்தோம் இங்கு. கைலாசத்தின் சுவாமினியாய் பரமசிவன் கிரகத்திருந்து நம் அனுக்கிரகத்தினால் நித்யானந்தன் விக்கிரகமாய் மலர்ந்தோம். உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் நல்லதை செய்திட, நன்மையை சொல்லிட, தர்மார்த்த காம மோக்ஷம் எனும் புருஷார்த்தங்கள் நாளும் பொங்கி மலர்ந்திட வந்தேன் இங்கு. மாந்தர்கள் கொடுந்தொற்று கொரோனா கண்டு அஞ்ச வேண்டாம். 8 வழியின் மூலமாகவும் எண்ணத்தில் தியானித்து என்னை பிரார்த்தித்தல் ஒன்று, சமூக வலைதளங்கள் மூலமாய் என்னை சரணடைதல் 2, எங்கெல்லாம் என் மகமாரி வடிவத்தில் நான் குடிகொண்டிருக்கின்றேனோ அங்கெல்லாம் பூமிதித்து என்னை வழிபடுவது 3, நெஞ்சில் மஞ்சள் தடவி வேப்பம் சாரருந்தி தினந்தோறும் என்னை தியானிப்பது 4, நிர்விகல்ப நிலையிருந்து நித்யானந்தத்தை நிறைத்து உயிர்வது 5, சிவ 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 எனும் பிரபஞ்ச பெரும் நாதத்தை அஜபா ஜபமாய் நிகழ்த்தல் 6, நிறைவான பூரண மனத்தோடு வாழைப்பழத்தோலும் வெங்காயமும் குதிகாலில் பத்திட்டு நித்திரையில் அடங்குவது 7, பூரணமாய் பரிபூரணமாய் அருணாச்சல ஸ்மரணையில் நினைப்பும் மறப்பும் அருந்த உணர்வு ஸ்மரணையில் அகம் அகம் என ஸ்புரிக்கும் அருணாச்சல ஸ்மரணையில் மனம் யோகத்தொடு நாமே நிம்மோடு நானே நீயாய் நீயே நானாய் நல்வாழ்வு வாழ்வீர்கள். 8இல் 1 செய்தாலும் கொரோனா உங்களை எட்டவிடாது காப்பு. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Voham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nityanandam, we're back, and we are now going to be listening to the translation given by Devi Parashakti for the solution for the sufferings which humanity is going through right now. Devi gave 8 solutions. Translating it: O humans, don't be scared of the deadly infection corona. Through these 8 ways, praying and meditating on me, surrendering to me through social media, wherever I am residing, worshipping me by doing the fire walking, applying turmeric in the chest and drinking neem juice and meditating on me every day, being in unclutched state filled with eternal bliss, doing a japa of the cosmic sound Shiva, with complete mind, applying the banana peel and onion on the heels and going to sleep, and being in the state beyond any remembrance or forgetting the Arunachala Spurana that blossoms as a hum in the state of Ananda Spurana. These are the 8 solutions given by Devi Parashakti for humanity to come out and relieve themselves of the sufferings of Pralaya. We are now going to be looking at and entering to the next segment of today's program, which are the false allegations being made on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the current state of his health, and the current state of Nityananda Sangha. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, in response to these false allegations and misinformation, has responded through a series of Facebook posts on his official Facebook profile. We'll be reading out those Facebook posts, starting from the one on May 19th. Paramashiva's blessings. This is for all devotees and disciples. Please stop sending money to take care of my health related. From the day these rumors about my health started spreading, money is pouring into all our trusts from all over the world. Please stop this sending money. Now, all my devotees and disciples, listen intensely. The separation from me, the anxiety whether you'll be able to see me again or not, and insecurity whether you'll be able to get the darshan and initiations again or not. All this is a sweet pain which can be transformed into a deep devotional feeling connection through spiritual practice by Ajapa of Mahavakya, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, reading autobiography of the Avatar, and enjoying Nithyanandapedia. What we are going through is not a natural disaster like tsunami, earthquake, where sending money makes you feel fulfilled and you have done some charity. What we are going through is a great spiritual possibility by Paramashiva to all of us. Paramashiva himself is settling as a larger being with more intensity and power manifestation in me through this intense samadhi. This is not the time for you to send some money or charity, as I heard many devotees are selling their properties and pouring money to take care of my health into our organizations from all over the world. Please stop this. If you want me to be alive and active for a longer time, for your benefit or the benefit of the world, do light a lamp in front of my Guru, Aranagiri Yogeshwara's picture in your own home, and pray to him to settle into my body and be more active and energetic and live longer. So use this beautiful opportunity of sweet pain of separation to intensify your deep devotion and feeling connection more and manifest powers, enlightenment of Paramashiva. It is all your devotion, love, feeling connection, which settles me from samadhi and makes me active and gives satsangs again, not the money you pour. If you want to show your love, devotion, just put the picture of my Guru, Aranagiri Yogeshwara, light a lamp, take a selfie and post it. Whenever I open my eyes, I'll try to see all your posts and send my love and blessings to all of you. This is the stotra that describes Aranagiri Yogeshwara from the Arunachala Puranam. Aranagiri Yogeshwara Vandanam. Lalate tripundri nitila krita kasturi tilakaha spuran maladhara spurita kati kaupina vasanaha dadano dustaram sirasi phanirajam shashikalam pradipas sarvesham Arunagiri Yogi Vijayate. The one who has the tripundri, the 3 lines of sacred ash on his forehead, the mark of the sacred musk applied on his forehead, who is the wearer of a glittering garland, who has the loincloth on his radiantly glowing waist, who holds the unconquerable king cobra and crescent moon on his crown. Victory unto Aranagiri Yogeshwara, the illuminator of all beings. This is from the Arunachala Puranam, Aranagiri Yogeshwara Vandanam. In this salutation, we offer our respects and gratitude to Aranagiri Yogeshwara, the embodiment of Paramashiva who incarnated a few thousand years ago and is even today available to his ardent devotees in the gracious form of Arunachaleshwara, the presiding deity of the Arunachaleshwara temple of Tiruvannamalai. With this salutation, we remember and thus invoke Aranagiri Yogeshwara's presence as we recall the great Leela of his happening in the Avatar Leela, life of the Avatar. Enrich and enjoy, share and celebrate. And so this is the post from May 19th, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, directly responding to the false allegations and rumors being spread about him and about his health. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has very clearly stated that medically his body is perfectly alright. There are no medical problems, no medical disorders or diseases which his body is being affected with. However, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is just in a very deep and intense state of samadhi, where Paramashiva is manifesting himself more and more, and Swamiji is being established more and more in that state of Paramashivatva. The next post which we're going to be looking at is from May 22nd. Paramashiva's blessings. For all my dear disciples and devotees, I will try to give you live coverage of samadhi happenings in and around me. If you imagine cosmos as a big huge air balloon, your body as a small ball inside that huge air balloon, I feel one with the huge air balloon. The cosmos, and feel like I can understand and do anything about the cosmos, but paradoxically, not able to move that small body I am having inside that huge cosmic balloon. I feel more I, me, mine identities move with the cosmos. I feel like I can move anything in the cosmos, but paradoxically not able to move anything in my body, even my feet or my hands. Absolute aloneness. Other than I, nothing else exists but no tiredness or boredom of loneliness. Now the moment I sit in Padmasana, all the nadis settle down, including breathing. Being falls into samadhi, no verbalization, no visualization. Absolute unclutching experience in pure consciousness experience of KAILASA. Paradoxically, if I stretch my body and lay down, I am able to open my eyes and recognize all the things happening around me. So my doctor disciples who are taking care of me insist that I keep my body stretched. When I see somebody, I see their whole past, present, and future lives and patterns together. So the way I relate with them looks illogical, irrational for them and even for others. I can also see the past, present, and future. Time is just one more dimension of life, like length, breadth, and depth. Living the life as long as you want, or taking another body in any plane or any loka is just your free will. I feel more comfortable, very relaxed, and resting while sitting in Padmasana, wide awake, day and night, without knowing difference between day and night, then stretching my legs and lying down. Few more further medical test results have come. Medically, my body is completely fit and healthy, but still not able to eat one idli, not able to sleep even for 21 minutes continuously. This absolute silence and stillness of the snow-covered mountains and oceans keeps me extremely energetic and alive. I lived a full, sincere life, integrated to my Guru Parampara, did extreme hard work. If my Guru Aranagiri Yogeshwara gives me more time, I will do more of his work. I am absolutely fulfilled about my past and extremely enthusiastic about my future, anything my Guru wants to unfold. With my Guru's grace, I already made KAILASA. The revival of the enlightened Hindu civilizational nation happened with sovereign land. I have revealed my vision for furthering of revival and enriching through more than 20,000 hours of my satsangs, initiations, classes, which comes to around 1.7 terabyte digital material in the last 22 years from the year 2000. Books published with ISBN number 1250 in 52 international languages. Still more than 700 manuals and books are unpublished, which will soon be published. I have initiated enough disciples to manifest Paramashiva's powers and created many Kailaya-vasis who will carry on this mission of Kailasa. So I neither have greed to live longer on this planet, nor have hatred to leave this planet. I am absolutely fulfilled. Meditate on each of these descriptions about Samadhi and do Ajapa Ajapa or unclutching. You can also experience this as you are all in the space of oneness with me, and we are all literally in the extension of one universe, Paramashiva. Enrich and enjoy, share and celebrate. This is the second post posted by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on May 22nd, directly in response to the false allegations being made about him and his health. The next post which we're going to be looking at is from May 23rd. Paramashiva's blessings. One more live coverage for all of you from inside Samadhi. One literal meaning of the word Samadhi is Sama plus Adhi, getting balanced or one with the origin. In multiple ways, my body, mind, being, emotions, muscle memory, biomemory, bioenergy are all getting balanced and again aligning back to the origin. Vata, Pitta, Kapha, all the three doshas of the body falls into Samatva. This means unnecessary fat and undigested food accumulated inside the body leaves the body in multiple forms and body gets completely detoxed and starts shining like the third eye of Paramashiva. That is why no external food or no regular sleep or no regular malajala. Ingala, Pingala, Shishumna. The three nadis get absolutely balanced. So breathing and the dasa pranas, the 10 actions of air circulation inside the body, gets completely balanced, purified and detoxed. The karmas are purified, burnt and cleared. When I am established in this samadhi state fully, all those people who asked boons, prayers, wishes are granted. Energy from Paramashiva manifests intensely and fulfills everyone. That is the reason people find all the boons they ask me during the programs or during the prayers get fulfilled when I am in Samadhi. All the questions people asked are responded and answered inside them when I am in Samadhi because I am in oneness with all of them. Even the so-called haters and enemies lose the strength to hate me and hold on to their enmity because I spread and being one even inside their soul. I see every being with all their past lives, present lives, and future possibilities and respond accordingly to each being. For every devotee, disciple who pours their time, treasure, talent, my love from the Samadhi state is showered back on them. Love and attention from Samadhi state is pure energy and power. So when it is showered, nobody will be able to doubt or deny it. Every boon and blessing given during every program, every time, even in the past lives, are empowered, manifested, fulfilled now while I'm in Samadhi. Because through this body, intensely Paramashiva manifests and does all his activities he is supposed to do. It is literally like Paramashiva takes over my body, being completely, operates on high speed intensity and urgency, responds to single individual prayers, the largest happening in the cosmos. Many seekers, self-denial, self-hatred, HDH is dissolved. The right knowledge is given, and the courage to follow the right knowledge is showered. That is the reason, when I am in Samadhi, many devotees, disciples, become so intense like Shivakanas and take powerful decisions towards manifesting Paramashivatva. Actually, building of the real Kailasa work happens billion times more when I am in this deep Samadhi state than doing regular activities like satsang, initiation, and classes. The whole cosmos is churned. Sincere seekers are intensely attracted towards me, intensely beyond the societal patterns and conditionings. During these intense Samadhi periods, Paramashiva manifests in this being like the dynamic dynamite diamond and destroys all the patterns and conditionings, ignoring conclusions, supported by arrogance. Paramashiva loves, 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 continues to love you so powerfully till all your doubts and denial about his love drops, until you start enjoying the same love and oneness with Paramashiva. Enrich and enjoy, share and celebrate. This is from the 23rd of May. And now looking into the latest post which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has posted on the 31st of May.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nitya.
Paramashiva's blessings. Dear devotees and disciples, one more life coverage revelations from Samadhi about Samadhi. Samadhi is absolute wellness, health, and it is actually cosmic orderliness. Body just aligns for more higher expressions of Paramashiva's knowledge and powers. Fortunately, my whole body is continuously under medical observation and multiple diagnostic methods are also used. Everything is well documented to prove Samadhi is not disease. My brain waves and heart function are constantly recorded and observed with the full ICU setup. Prove Samadhi is not coma state. Once I settle in the body and start giving regular satsangs, I will release all the medical reports to the world to prove Samadhi is not any disease. Even though there is no food or any intake, there is no tiredness. There is no entertainment other than listening to Dharmapuram Sri Swaminathan's Devaram chantings, but no boredom or mental fatigue. Samadhi is not a mental state or emotional state. It is beyond body, mind and emotions. Actually, from my first Samadhi experience, I neither have mind nor any emotional state. All my actions and reactions are just spontaneous response for the mission of Kailasa of Paramashiva. I neither have personal interest nor have personal motives. I don't even have a personalized individual idea or opinion or cognition about myself. With more and more of this Samadhi tsunamis happening in my system, the individual I carry is more and more filled with Paramashiva and established in Paramashivatva. From Maharishi Valmiki in the olden days to Bhagavan Sri Ramana Maharishi in the modern day, all of them prove that during Samadhi, body doesn't get destroyed, even though there is no normal food intake or sleep. Body only goes through a powerful superconscious mutation. Samadhi is like an intense spiritual detox. Till now, we have done multiple researches and observations and documented it medically and scientifically. But this time, the amount of data we are able to collect establishes many points of Jnana Vijnana of Hinduism and many points revealed in the pure science, Vedas, and applied science, Agamas of Paramashiva. I always wanted my life should be scientifically validated the great revelations of Hinduism about consciousness And superconsciousness. Now we got enough medical data to establish Samadhi is superconscious mutation and not any sickness. So I will be surely back in few days to share the satsang with Big Bang that I am enjoying right now and being inside the Samadhi. Only thing during Samadhi, the body should be just left to be as it is, without getting touched or without any external intervention. Fortunately, all the doctors who are attending to me are my disciples, so they understand and let my body to be as it is. They are only observing, recording and documenting whatever my body is going through, so we can show to the world medically and scientifically and prove Samadhi is not a physical or mental disease or disorder. Each one of you meditate on all these powerful cognitions and try to practice unclutching. You will experience the same Samadhi state as you are all my extensions and in oneness with me. Enrich and enjoy, share and celebrate. And so this is the final post made by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in response and to clarify all the false allegations and rumors being spread about him and about Kailasa. With this, we are now going to be entering into the next segment of today's program, which is the glimpses of the glorious past on this day. We'll be back after the short break.
Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision to swallow time is Kala Bhairava. Conscious woman or man, be conscious being. Shrink the time through conscious will persistence. Make the future into present by being ferocious with yourself. your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside. I am your Guru. I will make you enlightened. It's my commitment. Till you become Paramashiva, I won't rest. Don't worry at all. To all my disciples, I give you this as a boon. I'll swallow everything with which you are stuck and liberate you all. Time itself is nothing but your decision to struggle with the same rut. Your decision to struggle with the same rut is time, Kala. Your decision.
We are now entering to the next segment of today's program, which is the glimpses of the glorious past on this day, 3rd June. In the year 2004, on this day, the Supreme Founder of Hinduism unleashed the English Nithyananda program, NSP, in KAILASA Sarvanyapeetham between 24 and 27th May, and between 31st May and June 4th. It was a truly down-to-earth experience to people. All desires, guilt, pain, and joy were brought to the conscious level and offered to existence in the presence of the Master. This complete spiritual bath, designed by the Master in the enchanting atmosphere of the ashram, drew seekers from all over India and other parts of the world. Each one was made to see the divinity in the other, thus embracing all as an integral part of the cosmos. Here you can see photos of the English Nithyananda program. In the year 2005, on this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism visited Los Angeles, USA, and blessed devotees and disciples during the visit, as well as conducting the Teachers Training Program. Here, in the year 2006, on this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared some letters from delegates on the Himalaya Yatra trip. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism spoke on the great qualities of the Himalayas.
We are in Haridwar. Haridwar means the entrance to Hari. In Sanskrit, Hari means three things. One is thief, another one is Vishnu, third one is Himalayas. See, Vishnu is okay, Himalayas is okay. But how can the word which is used for thief can be used for Vishnu and Himalayas? It is said, Vishnu and Himalayas, both of them steal your heart. Steal your heart. That is why whoever steals your heart, they are called Hari. Whoever steals your heart is Hari. The ultimate stealing which can happen to you is stealing your mind. The ultimate thing which you can lose, you have only one thing, your mind. Except your mind, you don't have anything else. Be very clear. Even if you have 30 acre property, don't think you have that. It's only a paper on your mind, feeling that it is your property. It's only paper and your mind, thinking that it is your property. Otherwise, the same 20 acre property, if you go to the register office record, 2,000 people would have claimed it is their property. Whoever steals your heart is Hari. You have only one possession with you, that is your mind. If somebody can steal that from you, you are liberated. So Hari means who can steal the mind or the heart from you. Krishna says in the Gita, among the hills I am the Himalayas. Among the Achala, among the immovable things, I am Himalayas. So, you all have done the whole trip successfully and back to Haridwar. Tomorrow morning, we will do the formal Ganga Snan and offer the Kangana. Kangana means the thread which you had in the hand. Only that needs to be offered in the Ganga. Yajnobhavita and all, if you want, you can keep it. See, Yajnobhavita, Kavi, Rudraksha, cap, the t-shirt, all those things are not connected to any vow. Only the thread which you tied in your hand is connected to the vow which you took. So, only that needs to be put in the Ganges. Other than that, all the things, if you want, you can keep it. Or if you don't feel like keeping it, you can put it in Ganga. That's all. But if you keep it with a lot of respect. Do not abuse them. Do not disrespect them. Let me tell you about this cloth. See, first thing, this cloth which you are having, the kavi is energized. Second thing, you used this kavi in the high energy places. So naturally, any energized item will start storing more and more energy when it goes to high energy place. So now it's a high energy cloth. Whenever you are in low mood, mentally, physically, use this cloth on your bed and lie down on that. It will simply bring you again to the high energy in few minutes. So this cloth will be a big protection for you. It will be a big energy support for you always. Keep this cloth. Do not use it for any other purpose. This color is so associated in the collective consciousness with the spirituality and the tradition. So, do not disrespect this color. And the sacred thread and Rudraksha. The sacred thread, if you want to continue the Gayatri, if you chant even for 10 times per day is enough, more than enough. You can wear the sacred thread. If you feel that you will not be able to do or you don't want to do, then you can put that sacred thread also into the Ganges. Nothing wrong. And this Rudraksha also same way. You can use whenever you need the energy. It means 24 hours. 24 hours we need energy. With that itself we are little this way that. Above all, you are carrying an important thing which cannot be expressed by words. That is these beautiful memories. These beautiful memories. Understand? Like this orange cloth, like this sacred thread, like this Rudraksha, whenever you are in low mood, whenever you are in low energy, depression or physical pain, bring these memories to your heart and cherish them. Simply even they will lift you to the higher energy. These beautiful memories, they are carrying uncomparable or I can say unexplainable, inexplicable energy in their very memories. The very memories are so powerful. I tell you, if you just sit remembering the Himalayas surrounding and the Ganga flowing, and that is the ultimate meditation. You will be just like a Himalayas. Apu Yamana Machala Pratishtam. Like a Himalayas established. Whenever I remember Himalayas, just simply the mind disappears. Mind disappears. Even the memory of Himalaya disappears. The object for meditation should have three qualities. One is, it should be able to attract your mind from all other distractions. That is the first quality. Saundarya means it should be so fascinating, just unconsciously it should be able to take your mind away from all other objects. Next, it should be able to awaken high memories or intelligence in you. Saraswatya means that it should be able to direct you to the higher source. There are some products, some objects which takes away your mind from other objects, but it won't lead up, it will lead. There are some things, it will take away your mind from everything else, but it won't lead up, it will lead down. That's not the meditation object. First thing, it should be able to take your mind away from all other products, all other objects. That's called Saundaryatva. Next thing, Saraswatya. It should be able to lead you to higher intelligence, higher emotions, higher lifestyle, higher values, higher energy, higher things. Third important thing, it should have ability to leave your consciousness when you are flying away, when you are flying beyond that object. Understand? Any meditation object can be considered as a perfect object only if it can disappear and into the formless energy when you are ready to fly into the formlessness. It should act as a bridge. When you are ready to jump into the other shore, it should not hold on to your feet. It should let you go. I tell you, Himalayas has got all these three qualities. It will just snatch your mind, hurry, snatch your mind from all other objects. Second, it will always lead you to higher emotions and higher things, because everything in this hill is associated only with the higher things. It will lead only to higher things. Third, when that need comes, the form of the Himalayas will disappear into the formless energy. It will not bind you. It will not bind you. Whatever object has got these three qualities, that is worthy of meditation. That is worthy of meditation. That is why we use the master's form also as object for meditation. Patanjali says, by meditating on the great master's form, you will achieve the same space in which they are staying. Because first thing, their form is such that it will just snatch your mind away from all other forms. Second thing, they will always lead you to only a higher level. Third thing, when it is necessary, simply they will disappear, leaving you in that space. They will not catch you. They will not be a hindrance. That's why they say, Buddha dies when he leads you to the enlightenment. When he is leading you to enlightenment, he will be holding your hand and leading you. Suddenly at one point he will die. He will not be there. You will feel, oh, what happened, then how will I travel? When he dies, it means now it is time for you to fly on your own, to carry on your own. Actually, when he dies, you will not even have the fear. You will suddenly feel that he is always with you. He is always with you. You won't have the fear that he is not around you or he is not available to you. If you have the fear, it means he has not died, you have killed him. You escaped from him. He has not died. Anyhow, Himalayas has got all these three great qualities of the Saundaryatva, Saraswatya, and above all, Nirgunatva. When it is necessary, he becomes just formless.
Trust in you.
In the year 2008, on this day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism gave a discourse about the precious moments with the Master by Himalayas. This was during the 2008 Himalayan Yatra.
Wonderful, comfortable darshan, and we have returned. Staying there would have been very difficult because there is something like 11,000 feet. So, night day will be very difficult, too cold. Tomorrow we will spend with the Himalayas, means we'll just do some outdoor walking here and there, go and take bath in Ganges, spend some time.
Shiva Shankara, Shiva Shankara, Shiva Shankara, Nitya Purishwara, Jaya Gangadhara, Har 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 Gange, 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 हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे, हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे, हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे, हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे, 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 हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे, हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे, हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे, हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे, 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 नित्य पुरीश्वरा जय गंगाधरा, नित्य पुरीश्वरा जय गंगाधरा, नित्य पुरीश्वरा जय गंगाधरा, नित्य पुरीश्वरा जय गंगाधरा, हर 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 गंगे, 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 शंकरा शिव शंकरा शिव शंकर शंकर नित्या, शंकरा शिव शंकरा शिव शंकर 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 नित्या, शंकरा शिव शंकरा शिव 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 शंकर नित्या, हर हर गंगे, 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 हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे, हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे, हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे, हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंदा हर 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 गंगे, 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 नित्य पुरीश्वरा जय गंगाधरा, नित्य पुरीश्वरा जय गंगाधरा, हर 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 गंगे, ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಂಕರ ನಿತ್ಯ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಂಕರ ನಿತ್ಯ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಂಕರ ನಿತ್ಯ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಂಕರ ನಿತ್ಯ ಹರ ಹರ ಗಂಗೆ 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 ಹೇ ನಟರಾಜ ಹೇ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಹರ 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 ಗಂಗೆ ಹೇ ನಟರಾಜ ಹೇ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಹರ 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 ಗಂಗೆ ಹೇ ನಟರಾಜ ಹೇ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಹರ 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 ಗಂಗೆ ಹೇ ನಟರಾಜ ಹೇ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಹರ 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 ಗಂಗೆ 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 ನಿತ್ಯಪುರೀಶ್ವರ ಜಯ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ನಿತ್ಯಪುರೀಶ್ವರ ಜಯ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ನಿತ್ಯಪುರೀಶ್ವರ ಜಯ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ಹರ 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 ಗಂಗೆ ಹರ 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 ಗಂಗೆ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಂಕರ ನಿತ್ಯ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಂಕರ ನಿತ್ಯ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಂಕರ ನಿತ್ಯ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಂಕರ ನಿತ್ಯ ಶಂಕರ 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 ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಂಕರ ನಿತ್ಯ ಹರ ಹರ ಗಂಗೆ ಹರ ಹರ ಗಂಗೆ ಹರ ಹರ ಗಂಗೆ ಹರ ಹರ ಗಂಗೆ ಹೇ ನಟರಾಜ ಹೇ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಹರ 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 ಗಂಗೆ ಹೇ ನಟರಾಜ ಹೇ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಹರ 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 ಗಂಗೆ ಹೇ ನಟರಾಜ ಹೇ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಹರ 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 ಗಂಗೆ ಹೇ ನಟರಾಜ ಹೇ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಹರ 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 ಗಂಗೆ 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 ನಿತ್ಯಪುರೀಶ್ವರ ಜಯ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ನಿತ್ಯಪುರೀಶ್ವರ ಜಯ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ನಿತ್ಯಪುರೀಶ್ವರ ಜಯ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ನಿತ್ಯಪುರೀಶ್ವರ ಜಯ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ಹರ 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 ಗಂಗೆ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಂಕರ ನಿತ್ಯ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ 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 ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಂಕರ ನಿತ್ಯ ಹರ ಹರ ಗಂಗೆ ಹರ ಹರ ಗಂಗೆ ಹರ ಹರ ಗಂಗೆ ಹರ ಹರ ಗಂಗೆ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ಶಿವ ಶಂಕರ ನಿತ್ಯಪುರೀಶ್ವರ ಜಯ ಗಂಗಾಧರ ಹರ 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 ಗಂಗೆ 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 हे नित्यानंद हर 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 गंगे राजा हे नित्यानंद हर 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 गंगे हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंद हर 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 गंगे हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंद हर 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 गंगे 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 हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंद हर 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 गंगे हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंद हर 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 गंगे हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंद हर 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 गंगे हे नटराजा हे नित्यानंद हर हर
On this day, in the year 2011, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, during the morning presidential address, the Nithyananda Satsang, revealed the sacred secrets of time and the reality of it.
Let's